from Governor Siminalayi Fubara's cabinet have now tendered their resignations again. The Commissioner for Justice and Attorney General, Professor Zacchaeus Adangor, and Commissioner for Finance, Isaac Kamalu, both resigned after the governor moved them to another ministry. Professor Adangor, in his letter, says he rejects his redeployment to the Ministry of Special Duties, and he was no longer willing to continue to serve in Governor Fubara's administration in any capacity whatsoever. He alleged that the governor had in recent times interfered with his job. Isaac Kamalu, on his part, says his resignation is in response to his redeployment to the Ministry of Employment Generation and Economic Empowerment from the Ministry of Finance. And although President Tinubu's intervention led to his reappointment as commissioner, the peace envisaged in the state has not returned. And Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State, Tambari Gbara, says he believes the resignation of 2 commissioners from the Rivers State Executive Council is not related to the latest cabinet reshuffle, and that the governor has the power to reject the cabinet when he deems it fit. Mr. Gbara was speaking on TVC News at 7, where he also called on Governor Siminalayi Fubara to reject his cabinet to allow for more participation of youth.
We don't need to see it like when we try to weave political sentiments around it. It's what happens. Cabinet shake-up is what happens in every government. So it's a normal thing that happens. For a way forward in River State, the governor needs to, at this time, there are still a lot of them in his cabinet. He should weed out all those, retrogressive elements that are in his cabinet to give way to young, vibrant youths who are willing to serve selflessly, for the growth of his administration.
Away from River State, we are staying with the latest development in the aviation sector after a Dana Air aircraft skidded off the runway in Lagos on Tuesday, which forced aviation authorities to divert flights from local to international airports. Minister of Aviation Festus Keyamo has ordered the NCAA to suspend Dana airline operations in the country till further notice. Mr. Keyamo explains that the recent incident underscored the urgency of the matter and the need for swift and decisive action to be taken to safeguard the interests of all stakeholders involved. TVC News on Tuesday reported that one of the airline's aircraft, with registration number 5NBKI, skidded off the runway, though all 83 passengers and 6 crew members disembarked safely. With the suspension of Dana Air operations, passengers traveling through Dana Air at the local wing of the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos were left confused earlier today, as the airline could not provide substantial information to them regarding the status of their ticket. Aviation reporter Ayomide Ajegbe was there and filed in this report.
At the local wing of the Murtala Mohammed Airport here, right behind me is the Dana Air stand. It seems as if passengers are confused as to what next.
This man with his 2 children came to the airport and bought Dana Air ticket because he has a family emergency to attend to. Waiting to be checked in, he was told to hold on. He became restless when he saw other passengers going through same plight.
Just got the news from someone that was just coming from outside that they suspended. And even the officials there were not even aware. We went to the station manager, she was not even aware that they've not communicated them officially. So at it stands now, we don't even know our fate. So it's terrible. It's a terrible situation.
The same situation applies to this woman who says she isn't aware of any cancelled flight as her schedule is planned out.
I lost my aunt and uncle. As a matter of fact, it's all over the internet. Yes, their driver murdered them. So tomorrow is the wakekeeping and Friday is the burial proper. So if you now tell me I can't go, that would be too bad.
For this journalist who came to Lagos for an event and scheduled to be back in Abuja, she was shocked that the airline could not provide suitable answers for its customers.
that human feeling from Dana, and it's exasperating. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm not thinking straight. I saw elderly people. I saw pregnant women and all that. So what happens to us? We're just here waiting. They're not giving us refund yet. They said they have to process this, process that, and because I bought through an agent, so I have to cough out money to buy another ticket now to go back to Abuja because I have to be in Abuja. It's just not right.
Aside the peculiar situation with Dana Air, persons traveling through other airlines are having a smooth process as the airport environment is calm, suggesting they have moved on from the incursion that brought about panic on Tuesday. Ayomide Ajoigbe, TVC News, Lagos.
Director General of the Nigerian Safety and Investigation Bureau, Alex Bade Jr., says the affected Dana Air aircraft is still in the NSIB custody. He was a guest on TVC News Beyond 100 Days and explained that the investigation will take about 30 days before preliminary report is released.
First thing we did yesterday, which was to deploy a GO team out there to secure the crash site, retrieve any evidence, and take our measurements. The airplane is still in our custody at this time. It's just been moved away from the runway. Our investigators will be going back in conjunction with Dana to do some tests on the airplane while we investigate here. We'll be inviting the pilots as well for interviews before we release the preliminary reports. And once that's done, there'll be more work going in the background with the aim to have a full report out here within 12 months.
Let's now turn attention to Delta State, where 5 days after his release from military detention, the king of Ewu Kingdom, Clement Ikolo, has returned to the state after 3 weeks in custody. Governor Sheriff Oborewori received him at the government house. Ikenna Mechi reports.
Declared wanted alongside 7 others, the Ewu king later turned himself in. But after 3 weeks in custody, he was released, and today he has returned home accompanied by his wife. He was later received by Governor Oborewori here at Government House.
Because you are innocent, you have been released. There's no need to fear. We will address national rulers. There's anyone that connive, they will face the wrath of the law. I told them when I went to visit them. And I'm happy today you have been released. The charge before you today is to put a war together. I want to assure you that people in your kingdom, the innocent citizens of that kingdom, will not suffer. We'll do our best to resettle them back with the legal process.
I am deeply saddened by the loss of our gallant members of the armed forces and the untold hardship and displacement suffered by the Okwama community as a result of the actions of unknown elements.
Earlier, the governor inaugurated IDP Management Committee to bring succor to the displaced persons of Okwama. Governor Oborewori also received members of the House of Representatives Committee on Defense.
It is a fact-finding mission, and we believe that the outcome of this outing will help the committee in getting to the root of this matter with a view to finding lasting and sustainable solutions. We therefore seek Mr. Governor's support to enable us to have a successful hearing here. Let me reiterate that this is not a vindictive exercise, but a critical fact-finding task that will enable the National Assembly reach objective conclusions on this matter.
The House Committee on Defense will on Thursday hold an investigative public hearing in Warri about the killing of the 17 military personnel in Okwama. Ikenna Amechi, TVC News, Asaba.
When TVC News at 10 returns, federal government revokes 924 dormant